There he is.
Hi, everyone. We got the second game of the NBA Cup group stage. And looking at this game in terms of the NBA Cup, there are major implications here tonight.
Yeah, both these teams come in at 1-0. And with just 4 games in the group stage, the difference between 2-0 and 1-1 is massive. I'm sure that's not a fact that's lost on either of these coaches.
Well, for MP, winning the NBA Cup has been a point of emphasis for him. And tonight's game is huge to reach that goal.
It is, and I'll say this, every game in the Cup is a big one. Remember, just 4 teams in each conference advance, so you cannot afford multiple losses. MP will need to be on his A game every game to win it all.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Pajemski. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who has a report on MP.
We have a bit of a lineup change tonight. MP is stepping into the starting 5 in a move that many fans have been hoping for. Coach told me, quote, MP's earned it. He put in the time and he's done things the right way. He's looked like a starter for a while now. It's quite the journey for the rising star from Vermont.
You're right. Seems his moment has arrived. Thank you for the report.
A point-blank range. That is too easy.
Outside Butler. To the paint. They get a hand on it. They kick it out to Green. 5 to shoot. No good on the triple. For San Antonio, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And from technical fouls, Tim, to flagrant fouls, it always seems like Draymond Green is walking that line and in the crosshairs.
Walking that line or stomping on that line. I don't know what, but it's where he seems to want to live. You love that competitive fire. You just have to make sure it doesn't cross the line where he hurts his team.
But don't you think he knows exactly what he's doing at all times?
He understands most officials don't want to give him that second technical, that's for sure.
And the Warriors with possession here. Following the three-pointer from De'Aaron Fox. Curry way outside, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Johnson, the pass to Wembanyama. He gets that one. Wembanyama's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
San Antonio with the rebound. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So it's both teams making substitutions here. So here we are, right in the middle of the group stage of the NBA Cup. And here are the standings.
At this point, if you're towards the bottom of a group, it's...
Teams will make substitutions. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Moody. Outside Curry. Golden State moving it around. Here's Butler, covered by Johnson. Nice move. Johnson with the block. And front and center on the latest issue of Time magazine. Who other than MP?
And he's been making headlines, turning pages and turning heads. The story just about writes itself.
Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Johnson is out there with Wembanyama. And it's Fox in at the point guard. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
And here's Vassell from the arc. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
After 4 seasons in Golden State, Jonathan Kuminga moves on, and he was the guy that got drafted number 7 overall. But after a lengthy free agency saga in which the Warriors and Kuminga exchanged several proposals, and they had several sign and trade discussions, Kuminga lands elsewhere. So his run in Golden State is over. They're losing a good young player. Let's see how they can replenish the cupboard there in Golden State.
Certainly something to watch. And Shams, we appreciate the report.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Podziemski. Off target with his 3.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Johnson outside from downtown, and he's good on the 3-ball. And it's an 11-point Spurs lead. You know, one thing about MP, he is used to pressure situations. Not long ago, he was leading his team to a European title with a win over a very stacked Istanbul team.
To get experience like that, playing in a championship against other professionals, that's something that few rookies get to enter the league with. MP is very prepared for the pressure that will come at him in the NBA because of it.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Spurs lead by 13. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
Hey everybody, Shaq, do you know what time it is? Nope. It's time to check out the early season NBA Power Rankings.
Well, right now for the Spurs, the season is still young, but they're wasting no time climbing the rankings, making a statement with their early play. These guys are not messing around.
Yeah, technically, early games are just as important as those down the stretch. They're taking that seriously. Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Spurs.
Offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by more.
You know, that being said, Shaq, you can't get complacent. Got to keep stepping on that gas pedal.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.